You either is or you ain't. You do or you don't. You can or you can't. Or you will or you won't. Either way, baby, a good man, well, he's hard to find. Hey, everybody, McGill Billy here.
And I'm Jamie.
Welcome to One More for the Good Guys podcast, and brought to you as well by our other company, Good Guys Cigars. We are the good guys, and be sure to hit the like, follow, subscribe buttons, all that good stuff. The notification button is very important if you're watching or listening to us here on YouTube because of YouTube's laws with tobacco. In order for you to get our stuff, you will need to hit notifications. Be sure to, and once you've done that already, then we obviously say thank you for that. If you've come out to support us in our music, watching the podcast, listening to the podcast, and or coming out to our cigar, our cigar events, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All of the above. Today we are talking about, we got to thinking about it, and we had done the last episode we had done was the 5 people you would like to have a cigar with. And we were sitting there, talking about it, and we thought it was a really neat episode because there was a lot of personal stuff in there as well as other things. And we just got to thinking about, okay, so you'd like to have a cigar with those people. What's going to be the cigar you would have with those people? Jamie raised that question, and I thought, I agreed with him. I was like, that's a really good idea. So I had several minutes of indecision and thinking about it, but I think we've took the time to think about it now finally. And we thought we would share that with you as a follow-up to what we would have with those people that we wanted to have a cigar with.
Yeah.
Today I am smoking the Aging Room Cuatro Nicaragua in Belicoso, Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan filler, Nicaraguan wrapper, I believe. Please
cigar of the year.
Double check me on that. I'm pretty sure it is. We'll pull it up, but nonetheless, a great cigar. I tried this cigar many years ago, and had came up with it. I had found out about the #1 rating and all of that stuff, and decided to try it. I was I really liked it then, and guess what? I still like it to this day. It was #1 cigar of the year in 2019. It got a 96 rating from Cigar Aficionado. It was a Nicaraguan Puro created by Rafael Nodal and blended, handcrafted by AJ Fernandez at his place in Esteli, Nicaragua. Very full body. It is Manbaco. It is quite a full flavor, full body, full strength cigar. But that's what I'm smoking. What are you smoking, Jamie?
Well, you talk so highly of this Crown Heads Broadway, I thought I'd try it out. And it's right in my wheelhouse, Connecticut broadleaf wrapper on Nicaraguan tobacco, which is basically ideal for me. And man, I tell you what, I've been on it for about 20 or 30 minutes, and it's really good.
A banger?
Banger. It's one of my favorite Crown Heads for sure. Very, very good. So
I think they got a hit with that one.
I do too. I mean, from the packaging all the way to, the flavor's right.
Yeah.
And I like to see when people, there's so many damn weird blends out there. Oh, let's try this. Let's try this. Well, I also like when they try something that's been tried and true and they hit them home run with it. And they did this. It's really, really good. So anyway, I was thinking along the lines of this subject matter is like,
shit.
It's like, well, what cigar are you going to hand Winston Churchill? That's what I want to know. What are you going to hand to, and because you obviously want them to like it. So anyway, it's an interesting take on things. So
yeah, I'd agree with that. If you want to know more about the cigars we are smoking and or more cigars that we have, just go check out the website at Good Guys Cigars. The rest of all that. We don't have to get into all that, but we have to do that because they say we have to. Any rate, go check us out there. Like we said before, we're individually owned. We're just a couple of guys that love the hobby, love the craft, love the everything about the cigar industry and what the things we get out of it versus everything being so remotely or singularly related to just the cigar itself. There's a lot more to smoking a cigar than just the taste and flavor of the cigar itself.
It's an experience, right?
It is. So. And the reason I lead with that and say that is because you reminded me of it just a little while ago before we started actually recording. And sometimes we take a lot of things for granted. We think we take a lot of things for granted. We think you guys know, or that you all know as being the consumers that maybe you don't, or maybe we've said so many times that we just take it for granted that, well, they got to know that by now, or we take it for granted because we've been doing it for so long. And sometimes it's worth the recheck, if you will, to
absolutely
remind yourself of being like, no, not everybody knows. Not everybody knows you. Not everybody knows the story. Not everybody knows the blah, blah, blah. So, Good Guys Cigars, go check it out. We would appreciate your support and your business. But to the
topic at hand. We were talking earlier about how for us, because we've been smoking so long, like if we go to Trailhead or anywhere we go, I'm thinking in my mind, okay, what's going to fit that vibe? What am I going to feel like smoking when I get there? What's the temperature going to be outside? That kind of thing. And then I do all that in like 2 seconds and I decide what I want. It's kind of like a pro golfer that goes up and he's got 160 yards. Well, he knows that's an 8-iron. Why? Because, that's what he's hit that distance for 30 years.
Yeah.
So I think in this will be a little interesting exercise. So you want to start or you want me to start?
You start.
Okay.
I think you started last time too. So.
All right. Well,
and I don't know why I'm having I'm like, I've got my list out and now I'm wanting to change it again already. I'm just like, God dang, Mike, it doesn't matter. Just make a freaking decision. Go ahead, bud.
So on our list, I will start with the person I picked first to smoke with, and that was Jackie Gleason, the actor, musician, just all around, entertainment talent, if you will. And when I think Jackie Gleason, I think flashy, luxury. He had that air about him that was like, I only drink the best bourbon, I only drink this, or I only smoke this, or I only eat the best steaks or whatever. And I kind of always felt, and he may not have been that way. It's just the vibe I get from him. Not the Ralph Cramden vibe, but the real Jackie Gleason vibe. Mm-hmm. So sit down with Jackie Gleason. I'm going to hand him something that I love and that I think fits his aesthetic profile. 100% is going to be the Perdomo Champagne 10th anniversary. I thought about maybe the Zeno Platinum because it's also Connecticut, but I think that being a person that was thriving and living in the 50s and 60s, Connecticut shade wrapper would be the way to go. The champagne is gorgeous. If you get it in the Epicure size, it's a big smoke. I mean, or even the Churchill 7 by 54.
Yeah, and just my initial thoughts on it would just be the actual packaging, the band, the label,
yes,
the pageantry.
Right.
I mean, fits that, like you say. Go ahead.
I think that he would want a cigar with a, like you said, just aesthetically impressive. And I can't think of any really that's more impressive. Perdomo in general, but that Perdomo champagne, I think Jackie would like that. I think he would want another to take with him.
Yeah.
Smoke that over a game of pool, let him school me in that, and then talk to me about, I don't know, what was Art Carney like?
Yeah.
What got you into this? What, that kind of thing. So Perdomo champagne for Jackie Gleason. And that's also one of my favorites. That's on my, death row cigar list, my Mount Rushmore right now. And I think that he would really like it. Like that's it's got that beautiful look, but it's also strong enough to where it's like, oh shit. Yeah, this is Jackie Gleason Perdomo.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I'm going to start backwards.
All right.
My fifth pick was Clint Eastwood, and I just don't think there's anything else other to smoke with Clint Eastwood than a Toscano. I mean, all of those years of making the spaghetti westerns and being in Italy, doing all that filming and seeing those little rugged looking cigars, that he smoked in the films. And a Toscano is the perfect one because you can take one and cut it in half and have two cigars.
Share a cigar.
The
same cigar with Clint Eastwood. And I feel like Clint Eastwood is just the opposite of Jackie Gleason. Like he wouldn't want a flashy. I know in the movies he didn't, but in real life, I don't think he'd want a big, let me show you my cigar band. He don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Toscano's right up his alley.
Yeah, I would think that one made more sense to me once you kind of had to hold my hand and get me through this one because I was just like, I just could not. I couldn't connect the dots. Was like, what? Huh? Well, what about, huh? And when you said that about Gleason, I was like, oh, yeah, that's exactly what you'd do.
Well, in your defense, you picked a lot of cigar smokers on your list, too. More so, I don't know that I picked a single one, really. So they're going to like what I give them. Pretty much, but you got some serious cigar smokers on your list. I hope you
like this cigar, and if you don't,
you're
keep
dead.
Your mouth shut.
You're dead anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you think. But that's a good one, Toscano for Clint Eastwood. All right, so let me pick another one off my list.
Number two.
I think that for my Uncle Sam, who I never met, and I'm going to group him in with my granddad, who was a cigarette smoker. They both were, from what I understand. And I'm trying to think, okay, where'd they come from? They grew up in a country, rural environment. They were good old boys, if you will. So that kind of cigar for me is going to be something I would call this a blue collar. Hey, not too flashy, but stout. Try this. Mm-hmm. Hey, my granddaddy Bigfoot, try this. Whatever. Pep and Garcia Blue Label, for sure. That's what I would hand them both. I'd be like, listen now.
Oh, yeah.
Put your big boy pants on before you, and they'd probably laugh in my face because that's all they wore was big boy pants.
Pick up a Volkswagen.
Yeah, pick up a Volkswagen and curl it with one arm. So definitely Pep and Garcia Blue. It's super strong. It's the original Garcia blend, and it's fan-freaking-tastic. And I think they would both appreciate that. That's a, hey, I just got through eating a damn, my granddaddy ate a whole pan of cornbread and sweet milk every day for dinner. That's all he ever ate. I could see him down in that and going out on the porch, and I'd be like, here, smoke one of these with me.
Yeah.
That's what it would be.
All right. Well, that's a good one. I like that. So you started at the top. I'll start at the bottom. Number 4 for me was Winston Churchill. And I went back and forth on this one several times. And I was thinking, well, Cubanesque. I mean, he got to smoke all Cubans. I mean, there was, he was a Romeo fan. He bought all different types of cigars from different brands and like to try new things. But I guarantee you one of the things he didn't get to try, well, I say guarantee, I don't fucking know, but is like the best of Nicaraguan tobacco.
Or New World in general.
Yeah. Or New World in general of New World tobacco. And I know this is not a cigar that's in production anymore. I still have a few of them, and because it would be such a special occasion for Winston Churchill, and it is in the correct Churchill size, I would go with the Uno by Joya de Nicaragua in the Churchill size.
And let's be clear, that it's a special edition cigar, limited edition.
It was originally designed and blended, only given to dignitaries and important people that visited the country of Nicaragua. So that would be their best offering.
Well, and
at that date or to date, I would suppose.
I mean, and it might be the best Connecticut shade wrapper cigar I've ever had.
It's the best one I've ever had.
So, I mean, it's
honestly,
I have only had 2, but I'm telling you, if he didn't like that.
Yeah, I'd punch him right in his fat neck. It's like, which chin would
Did everybody ever tell you look like Alfred Hitchcock?
Yeah, which chin would you like me to punch there, fatty Arbuckle? Putting up your bullshit. V is for victory. I did V like this, like it was Vulcan death grip. But yeah, I just got to thinking about it, and I was like, that's exactly what it was blended for.
That's the perfect
cigar
what it
was
for
made
him.
For. It's light enough, but yet it's strong enough. And yeah, I think he would just be like, what is this?
I think he'd be blown away with it. That's what I think. I think that maybe, I know he would be. If he wasn't, then he don't know shit from Shinola, as my grandmother would say. Yeah. Or no, shit from apple butter. Apple butter and shit kind of don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shinola.
Anyway. All right. So I did Jackie and I did that. So the next one down, my next 2 are brooders, if you will. I can relate with brooder. I'm kind of one of those. So Edgar Allan Poe, what are you going to take to that crazy bastard? Well, I would want to give that guy something that was dark, strong, and imposing, because it's how he writes. That's his shit, It's like, it's beautiful and great, but it's also dark and got this overtone and undertone of death. Punch Diablo.
Yeah.
Okay.
The devil.
Yeah. The devil says it on it. Dark as midnight, stout, great flavor.
Good cigar, too.
Good cigar. And I think that I thought about some other things, but that one's got the, like that Partagas Black would be a good one.
No, I think that's the perfect one.
I think the Punch Diablo is an Edgar Allan Poe cigar all the way around.
That's a really good one. I like that one. Hey folks, if you're looking for a cool, eclectic place with an outside patio, plenty of UT sports games, cold beer, and live music on the weekends, then look no further than one of our homes away from home, Trailhead Beer Market, located at 1317 Island Home Avenue in South Knoxville, Tennessee. Trailhead is South Knoxville's first beer market, situated on the banks of the Tennessee River and in the backyard of the Urban Wilderness and Iams Nature Center. You can find more info on Facebook and Instagram about specials, live acts, and the goings-on, and be sure to tell them McGill and Jamie sent you, and have one more for the good guys. All right, so Punch Diablo for Mr. Poe.
Yep.
Edgar Allan, that is. Not to be confused with
Poe Hannah.
Poe Hannah or Poe Haggard.
Poe Haggard.
Yeah, so I know what this next guy smoked, kind of like Churchill, but I don't know if I'm ready to smoke a double Corona sized Candela.
Like smoking a piece of Johnson grass.
Yeah, I mean, so if we're having the conversation, I think I could get through an entire, and this would just be a really easy one. I don't know by the time he passed. Of course, he didn't pass till he probably had some of these. He might have hated them. I don't know. But I guess with Red Auerbach was my third pick. I would say the 858 Arturo Fuente in Candela. It's a good size. It's a 6x46. It's not a fucking 8x200 or whatever the hell those double Coronas are. You know, it's going to be, and it's out of the Candela smokers that I have talked to, it is it has been the one that's came up the most as far as, oh yeah, well, I was talking to another guy that liked Candelas, and he mentioned that cigar too. So I don't really have a point of reference on that, but I think I'd try to get something I knew he would like and that I could get through as well. So 858 in the Candela from Arturo Fuente.
In the Candela?
I have.
They make other wrappers than that, don't they?
Yes, they make actually one of my favorite, both wrappers in that is, the 858 in the natural is a Cameroon wrapper, and the 858 in the Candela, and then they also have one in a Maduro. That's a really, really good wrapper. Really, really nice cigar too. Interesting fact: do you know why it was called 858?
No,
because Don Carlos died on August 5th in 1985.
Wow.
858, frontwards and backwards.
Wow.
I learned that the other day. And I also learned that since, I don't know, I would say this is pretty true because it came off the Cigar Authority, and those guys are not known to be givers of misinformation. But it appears that Fuente has cut its ties with the Marifel family and Cameroon Leaf. Now, is that
what's that going to do to the Don Carlos?
Well, I mean, I guess they'll source it from somewhere else. I don't know, but I wonder. And the reason this came up is because two guys, smoke shop owned by Cigar Authority, owns the Cigar Authority. David Garofalo was reporting they were doing a They just came out with a special sized Carrillo Endure in the Cameroon, his latest cigar. We smoked one on one of the episodes here earlier, or a while back. And this one happens to be, all of the other ones are box pressed. This one happens to be in like a Corona Gorda size, so like a 6x48, 6x46, and it's in the round. And they were just talking about what a huge difference in taste was, and that the Cameroon was much more prevalent in this blend than it was in the box press blends. Wow. But yeah, so did they get butthurt because Ernesto was now using Marifel wrapper, or got the quality, maybe got the choice, maybe
he took the good stuff they wanted.
The good stuff that they normally get. I don't know, but I did hear that. So it was very interesting. Very interesting. But 858 Candela for Hour Back. And if you don't like that, Red, you can go, well.
Hey, we're bringing you back alive to smoke, so I bet you'll take what you can get.
Shut the fuck
up. Abraham Lincoln. Well, talking about a man that's got a lot on him, right?
Yeah.
A lot of stress. So you really want to bring him something that he can spend as much time with as possible. But you also want to bring him something that's, well, complex, right? So for me, for him, I'm going to set him down with a Leva V Milano Churchill.
Oh.
It's, first of all, anybody can smoke that one. The best single cigar I've ever had was a Leva V Milano. Now, it was a one-off. I'm not saying that's the best cigar on the planet. I'm just saying the best one I ever had was a Leva V Milano. You will find out that you'll have that experience like, God, this is the best one I ever had. It's something, whatever. But I think that he would enjoy that. Get the biggest one I could, longest, and just sit down and say, listen, just be quiet for 2 hours and just let's sit here and talk about something that's not the Civil War. The Leva V Milano, Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, there you go. Well, and Abe, if you don't like that, guess what?
Okay. Go to the Ford Theater.
Back in the hole.
That's right.
I ain't fucking around. I would say, so my number 2 was my dad's father, who was, I never got to meet either grandfather, and that would be Grandpa Dewey. And it's kind of like your Uncle Jim or Bigfoot, just big, burly, rough, tough, gruff, fiercely loyal, would just as soon pass you a ass whooping than a biscuit,
Yeah.
So I also thought about him. He worked in tobacco. He grew his own food. They were sharecroppers. He was and like my dad said, when your grandpa ran out of tobacco, we all made ourselves scarce. So I was thinking with him, I would also want to get something that had some cojones, and something that was, but something also that was really good. I originally had the Blue Label Garcia, because of the Corojo, and I know, like, there are a few cigars that when I get done smoking them, I am 100% satisfied, or I'm not wanting another cigar.
Right.
You know, I mean, sometimes we shoot a couple, 3 podcasts, you know, a week in the same day. And when we do that, we'll smoke back to back cigars. And sometimes you want to do that. And then, but other times, but I'm never finished. I've never, Jones is not the right word, but they are just, they have checked all the boxes. The experience, the nicotine, the everything with one of those. And so, not to be redundant or pick the same things you did, I was trying to think, and I started thinking about a conversation that I had with 2 of our OGs at our last event. And they were asking me about Corojo wrappers, and I named off my top. I named off 4 that I think are just superbly the best. And I would give Grandpa Dewey a Aladino Corojo Reserva. And yeah, he better be ready.
I think
it's a big, and it's the other reason I chose that one for him, and I thought would be a better choice than the Blue Label, is because the Blue Label's so pretty.
Oh,
it's so elegant looking, and that rosado milk chocolate, kind of reddish chocolatey hue and the Aladino is so understated. It has a very simple brown and yellow band on it. There's nothing flashy about it. There's nothing fancy about it, but it delivers the good stuff.
Boy, it does.
And that's what I would say.
With a full force of good stuff.
Yeah, really good.
That's a good one. Well, I only got one spot left, but I talked about 2 people. And one of them is a brooder, and that's Mr. Beethoven. And I thought about it, and I thought, well, what would I want him? I could see that, he's somebody's laying on the floor listening to a piano through the vibrations on the floor. Somebody that sat at the piano for hours, just hours. I would for Beethoven, I would give him that Monte Cristo 1935.
Oh yeah?
Yep. It's full flavor. It's nearly a perfect smoke. Everyone I ever had stayed lit really well too. Even the one I talked about on the last episode, I smoked one on that episode, I think.
Yeah.
And me being a musician, not a musician like Beethoven, that's a different level, but still, I think that the man would like it. It's got a great looking look. It's got a great look to it. I think that would be a good, and what you're smoking would be another good option for said Beethoven.
Yeah, with the concerto.
Yeah, and
Quattro,
any of them. That whole line's named after musical stuff in them.
Well, and Nodal is he's a musician, and that's where that comes from.
Well, either of those.
Their new cigar they came out with last year was the Sonata.
That's right. Sonata.
It looks just like this one, but has a yellow instead of the orange.
Moonlight Sonata, if you will. So that would be a good one. One of those 2. Those smokes remind me of each other a little because it's one of the few smokes that I smoke in that shape.
Yeah,
both of them. They are different, of course, but the 35 would be the Beethoven smoke. Apostle Paul, I'm going to have to come back to. You do your granddaddy, and I'll think about the Apostle. Don't know what you give to that guy.
I thought about this one as well, and I was having kind of I was kind of trying to have I know he was a reformed cigarette smoker. So I was like, well, and from everything I heard about my grandpa Joe, he never wore anything but Florsham shoes. To work in, to if he drove a fucking race car, he's going to have Florsham or run around the house or whatever. From all accounts that I have heard,
Florsham only. Don't throw none bush in there; he'll go crazy.
Yeah. But I just got to thinking about it, and I thought, we need something that's going to be somewhat sophisticated. He was a kind of a small man in stature, if you will. And what's that going to be? What's that? I thought about like a Don Carlos or something like that. And I was just like, no, I can't see him smoking torpedo would be too big. I would think so. I was trying to think, and for him, a Corona size would be it would be a traditional size. It wouldn't feel, you could give, you couldn't give Dewey a Corona because he'd
laugh at you.
He'd lose it.
He'd lose it
in his mitt, or like your.
It'd be like a cigarette,
or like your
Bigfoot. Same
Bigfoot,
way.
Yeah, same kind of deal. So I just got to thinking about it, and I thought, what's one of your favorite cigars that's in that size, that's complex enough, but not completely full strength. And I chose the La Aroma de Cuba edition especial in Corona. And that would be like a 5.6 or 7 by 46 ring gauge. So it's just a great...
That's the yellow label.
Yeah, it's the yellow label. It's just a great size. And there's so much flavor in that cigar. It's very Cuban-esque. It's got that floral component. It's got the nutty component. It's creamy. It's not hard to smoke, when I say, like, even if you went in after it, you're not going to hurt yourself on it or anything like that.
Well, that's an underrated cigar in that size too.
Yeah.
It's, they're pricey, but
they're good.
That's a good one. You might have to take one. Doesn't he have double bands on it? You might have to take one of the bands off. That might be a little ritzy, but I thought about that with my guys, my granddad, I'd take off that Garcia band.
This guy was a decorated war hero.
True.
So
he likes medals.
And the yellow, tying in the tie yellow ribbon.
Yeah.
I thought about that too.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. I'm sticking with that one for sure.
So what do you get? What cigar do you bring to an apostle? I was thinking, I was like, it hit me. It's like, okay.
So you got it?
You got a
Can I throw out a few?
Sure.
Just to play this game?
Yeah, I'm not going to change mine.
No. I'm not saying these to try to get you to change.
No, I'll be interested to see if you pick what I've picked.
I'm sure I did. I'm sure I didn't. But the first thing that hit me was like the St. Francis All Saints.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a good one.
I mean, with the
I got one of those, my humidor.
with the religious and the connotations on it. That was just the first thing that popped into my
That's
head.
a good one. I didn't think about it.
Well, we don't smoke a lot of them.
No, we don't.
We don't carry them. I mean, not for any reason, not because, we just don't.
Well, it's not requested much.
Yeah.
Now, if you smoked it, you would request it.
Yeah.
Because it's really good. I was thinking more along the lines, okay, you got a guy that was basically a murderer. And he switched around to being a fisher of men, if you will.
You get him a pissed off Christoph, where it's nice on one side, and then it's not so. Then it gets pissed off at the end.
Back on Red Arbach, I figured you might throw the dirty hooligan in there.
I
thought it's part Candela wrapper, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here got it. So you got a guy. First of all these people on both lists. You want to get them the best damn thing you can, right? Because this is granddaddy,
Well, this goes back to like getting the best thing you can, and it's a gift. It's not it's what you think they would like.
Yeah.
And this is why versus, no, if you go to page 78 in the catalog and order subsection D and get it in a blah, blah, blah,
right.
It's not that kind of present.
Right.
Which I feel like gets lost a lot these days.
So you got a guy that's been through some stuff.
Yeah.
Raised from the dead, basically. Been through hell and back, been in prison. But it didn't just
stoned to death too.
Yeah, nearly. Yeah. I forget how he was killed, but so guillotine, I think. But anyway,
the French is cure for gray hair.
Yeah,
the guillotine.
The guillotine. It hit me, and it's a new one for us that we just fell in love with.
Okay,
Red Anchor.
Yeah.
It's first of all, it's the oldest cigar. Period. Name.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, oldest company.
Out of and Paul was preaching to the Gentiles,
mm-hmm.
the non-Jews for the most part. That was his commission. That cigar is certainly in Gentile land, the original. That's as Gentile as you get.
1772
in Norway or some damn where. What in one of the up yonder. But it's also nautical theme, and most of the apostles were fishermen. He wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the best damn things I ever smoked in my life. I mean,
they really are good.
It is absolutely. So, Apostle Paul, you're getting a Red Anchor from me. That's what I'm going to give you first.
Yeah, I like that. I was thinking about different ones too, like for, I thought the Aladino Corojo was really fit my Grandpa Dewey. I think the Edition Especial really fits. I'm happy with my selections.
No, I think it's great. I mean, just knowing what I know about them.
I think the Uno is good for Churchill.
That's going to be the most listened part of this episode is what you give Winston Churchill.
Yeah,
because
that's the one.
I mean, what cigar do you give Winston Churchill?
I think that's the one.
I think if he didn't like that, then he needs his name. They need to start calling the damn Churchill size the McGill.
Yeah.
Instead.
Yeah.
But Red Anchor, God almighty.
Yeah, that's really good.
I thought also maybe with a guy like that, he's kind of understated. So I thought about one of the Padron 1000 series because it's just, I know it's a Padron, but it's just about as basic a band as you're going to get.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like,
that's a good.
Here's this.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that third Indiana Jones when he's like, that's the cup of a carpenter. And he gets the old, so kind of still give him a banger, poorly. But no flash whatsoever. And the Red Anchor's that way. It's not flashy.
He chose poorly. Yeah. No, I like that one. Yeah, no, I think that's good.
Dad burn this Broadway, man. Crown Heads.
What's your
Woo!
take on it? I said what I did on the last thing.
Boy, it's got that Connecticut broadleaf sweetness in it, but it's not like real sweet. And then towards it's got this nutty flavor to it, man. They hit a home run with this one.
Yeah.
There's nothing about that cigar that I dislike.
Did you get any pepper?
A little, but not much.
But not like, not what you would think with, you know, it only started coming in right at the end for me.
Yeah, it does a little.
Of course, I retro hell a lot more than you do.
Yeah, I only do it 3 or 4 times a stick. But no, it's, man, they really, and like
that's
I said,
a great size too.
Great size and a traditional blend, if you will. I like it. Good job, Crown Heads. Broadway's good.
Yeah, I think that one would pair nicely with I'd like to have that. Like if I was drinking bourbon, and I'm just much more familiar with. I know some of you are probably going to say, "Well, this is all you do is talk about bourbon." Well, you know, when you walk in a liquor store and they ask you, can I help you? And you say, yeah, I need the smallest jug of bourbon you got with a handle on it. Then you tend to know little things about bourbon. Yeah. But I think that one has enough, either pair it with like a Maker's 46 or just a regular label Old Forester. Both of them are like 86, 88 proof, nothing too strong, but it's still got the complexity of the sweetness and everything. If you were going to make a cocktail with one of those, I don't know if you would do I think I'd just rather have it. I'd rather have that one with it, with one of those 2 liquors, either on the rocks or neat.
4 Roses, maybe.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest Four Roses fan, and I think one of the reasons is because there was a period of time that everybody just lost their fucking mind about Four Roses.
That's true.
And it kind of when people do things, when people do products that way, it's almost a warning to me. Like, okay, now they've championed something else without it.
It's the Taylor Swift of bourbon.
Well, you know, it's like, okay, this person does one good thing on the surface and gets all this attention, and then you later find out, you know, like, I don't know, 37 minutes later, that they're an axe murderer. And it's like, well, what did you expect? You gave this guy the king to the castle, the crown of, you've championed him or her or whatever. So I just like to, I think that's why, because like a couple of the places around here was like, oh, have you tried Four Roses?
But it would go well with the cigar.
Yeah. No, and I think it's good. One of my buddies, Eric Graves, he's a listener, and if you're listening, Eric, hey to you. Just actually came through a real bad car wreck and didn't get hurt, thankfully. But at any rate, last year he brought a bottle of Four Roses over for one of the UT games. And we sat here in a honky tonk and shared a bottle of Four Roses, and I actually enjoyed it. So it was, I don't dislike it, but.
What would you give Red Arbok with that Candela? Bushmills Blue?
Oh God, I don't even know. Maybe, no, I mean, with a Candela, with that, I think maybe, you know what I think might go good with that would be like a really nice floral, like a gin.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe
like the gin your buddy makes, which is the best I ever fucking had, by the way.
Yeah, like if he was being a nice guy and not being a shitbird, then
right.
I'd break out the good stuff for him.
Hey, Depends on how you come out of the ground with us. If you're an asshole,
run around bitching about rigor mortis.
That's right, Ed.
I ain't putting up with that shit. Oh, hell. Well, this is an oldie but goodie. It's been around a while. Man, there's lots of really good things about this cigar. Earthiness, inherent. It's almost like a mixture between like a little bit of a raisin type sweet, like a dark raisin type sweetness to a little bit of molasses. The pepper, great cigar. And it's something I definitely recommend for somebody like Dewey could smoke one of these. Yeah. Bigfoot could smoke, this would be something that they'd probably like, given their descriptions of what we've told everybody. But great cigar. I think they've hit a home run with that Broadway. I think that might be between that one and like the Juarez Jericho Hill. What was the other little one? The other little guy that was in that like Petite Robusto or that we carry. La Carême. That's not it, is it?
I had them pulled.
La Patissier.
La Patissier, yeah.
Yeah, got the real pretty white and pastel, light blue and green box. That's a good little smoke. It's not, I don't know if it's not as good as this one, but I'd say out of the stuff that I've smoked of theirs, now I haven't had any of their special, their date, Las Calaveras stuff or anything like that. But, and sometimes I find their cigars, it's like they're like either all gas and no brakes, or it's one or the other. They definitely lean more towards the fuller side of profiles and stuff like that, and strength, varieties, and flavors. I would say that one's medium plus.
6.
Yeah?
I say 6.
Yeah.
Full flavor, medium.
Yeah.
Plus strength.
Yeah.
I like this. This is my favorite Crown Heads cigar now.
Yeah, it's great.
The Jericho Hill I really like, but it's kind of a one-trick pony to me. It's not.
It is a little more one-dimensional.
It doesn't have the nuances,
like
which is
we've
great.
Always said we like that from time
Sometimes
to time.
I like chocolate ice cream only.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you. Now we've smoked one apiece, so I like to try more of those. But yeah, I think they got a hit with that one. That one's it's a classy. It's really put together nice. And again, if you want to know more about the Crown Heads Broadway or the Aging Room Cuatro Nicaragua, go and visit our website at Good Guys Cigars. And you can find more information about those there. There's all kinds of things on there that are good deals and good deals aplenty. We are the first online retailer here in the Knoxville area. We ship all over. If you're a local person and you're listening, or we got next day deliveries on stocked items. We also have a thing there.
Hand delivery.
Not
postage.
That's right.
We'll bring it to you.
We'll bring it to you personally. May even bring a cigar to smoke too. We also have if you don't see it here, click here. Let us know what you're interested in smoking. If you've got something that you order or something that you can't pick up from one of your nearest brick and mortar retailers, and you want to order from an individually owned company and not some big tobacco super group, then put your holla if you hear me. Put the size, the brand in there, and 48 hours we'll get you a price on what it'll cost to get it to you.
Yep.
So any rate, we'll wind this up like we do all the rest of them. Be kind to one another, love one another. We're all in this. We're in a big mixing pot together. No matter what you're going through, somebody else out there has been through it or probably going through it as well. So be kind to one another. It doesn't cost a dime to be kind, but there's certainly a price to be paid for cruelty. So, Jamie, you want to do another one?
Sure.
And you heard it here first. Cheers. One more for the good guys.
I'll be gone in the morning before the sun comes up, with me and my weenie dog and my pickup truck. And either way, baby, a good man, it's hard to find. I said, now either way, baby, a good man, it's hard to find.